How are you guys doing? All right, Cancer. I was hearing, for some of you guys, you could be bouncing back. You could have been, some people would say aloof, but this is for my Cancers that have been doing the healing. It says, I am learning how to love myself now, thanks to you. So I don't know, I picked up this deck and they wanted me to start with this one. So you could be separated from somebody, or you might have left somebody in the past. It says, this was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. Now, Cancer, for a lot of you guys, some of you guys have been on the spiritual journey that it's been a while. So this could even be you. You could be like, damn, I needed to learn some of these lessons. And for Cancer, you having this heart, you having these emotions. I was hearing it. It's almost like you had to learn at an older age, how to control your emotions. But there's a reason for that. Because for some of you guys, you could be in this energy where you feel left out, pushed out, like the black sheep. Some of you guys are the black sheep in the family. So if that's the case, your bounce back game is going to be incredible. Because for a lot of you guys, I don't think you expected to have your family, really hating on you. So let's see what the cards have. A lot of you guys, I also was picking up on, if you're dealing with a little bit of hardship, like you don't understand why this is happening, because for a lot of you guys, it's almost like you feel like, you don't matter in this world. For a lot of you guys, you're like, what is the purpose that I came here for? And a lot of you guys, you're going to find out. You're going to find out really close. And there's a purpose behind it, Cancer. And it's almost like I wanted to do your reading like 3 or 4 days ago. So somebody could be born on the 26th, 27th. I heard 3rd, 5th, and the 6th. They could be Chris and Alexi. And a shout out to, I heard Diana from D-Town, Oak Cliff. That's your son. That's happy birthday to Chris. Look, if there was something that you were asking this particular person, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere in your chart, and there was a fallout, for some of you guys, you never got closure. Look, this could be you, Cancer. For my Cancers that keep it 100, you don't lie. You might have said, yeah, I did it. But your partner might have said, no, I wasn't doing it. But look. So maybe you were getting 777. There you go. You were feeling your intuition like, man, something ain't right. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So this could also be somebody else. For another group, it could be that they cheated, with their ex, because that's all they knew. But this could be a different story. But it says right here, and if they did, they cheated with somebody else that maybe their family, liked. So Cancer. Oh, man. Y'all ready for Cancer season? God gives me real protection. I'm telling you, if you're the black sheep, you're about, because a lot of people say, well, why does Cancer go? And a lot of you guys, you have a hard shell, but you know how to maneuver. Not only that, you guys, you have these gifts that I don't think your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents really taught you about this. Because Cancer, you have the ability to, when you start to tap in, you're about to see things. Yes. It says, look, I couldn't give to you like I wanted to because I'm still healing from my past. So this could be you, Cancer, and somebody couldn't have understand. For some of you guys, it was your person. That's why they kind of ghosted you. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. Now, for some of you cancers, you could have been doing that, and you because I'm picking up on some cancers. You guys, you're not afraid to take accountability. Not all of you guys, but some of you guys. It says, look, I'm learning how to love. This is the second time. So some of you guys, cancer, one of the lessons that I'm picking up is you love a lot unconditionally. And when you love, you were expecting that back. And you might have met somebody that was totally different. Totally different. And it's almost like they didn't believe in love. They had been hurt. You were dealing with somebody, even if they didn't present, like they put a facade, but they were hurt. They couldn't understand how you were so lovable. It says unintentional, or they don't realize they are sending you the evil eye, words, and actions. So somebody could be pissed off. And they could be pissed off and they see you and they're like, cancer, oh my God, you fucking asshole. And why are you so happy? And they're throwing that energy out. It says causing you to miss out on lose opportunity. This could be a fire sign you might have been dealing with that is acting childish. This person could have could have closed your roads, like your opportunities when it came to work. That's what I'm picking up. And they're realizing it, but for some of you guys, it's been a couple of years. Let me say, how many years? Maybe 5 years. This is somebody that, man or woman. It's almost like this could even be a parental figure if you're a lady. It's like, man, you ain't going out nowhere. You're having fun. Maybe you get him, a little early. For some of you guys, this is for my fellas. You had somebody that was on your ass and you're not even going nowhere. But look, somebody for my ladies, you wanted to go on ladies' night out and you left them with all the kids. That's probably why this person was pissed off. Look, they see you out here just acting a fool. And you attracting a lot of people. For some of you guys, if you didn't cheat, you just attract a lot of people. And for a lot of you guys, if you were dealing with a parental figure that's like, fuck, on your ass, didn't let you do anything. This could even be, for my fellas, this could be a mother-in-law. If you're staying at their house, fuck, you can't say shit. You might have been in the yard or in the garage. But let's see, what else do we have for cancer? Because cancer, for a lot of you guys, you could be healing. And I don't think a lot of people know that you guys are healing. You guys have put in a lot of work when it comes to karmic situations. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, look at this. Some of you guys, you want justice. And the reason I'm saying you want justice, because you're like, man, I gave it all that I had. I mean, hell, you carry these burdens. And if you can change your energy, that's my killer. Yeah. If you can switch the energy, if you're in the situation where you feel that it's unfair, you could be calling justice. It's like, look, I used to be in this energy until this fucker came along and it just gave me all these burdens. He gave me, all these pipe dreams, this and that. But in reality, it was nothing but, headaches. And this came out upside down. And it's like, look, they put on a show. Some of you guys are complaining to God. You're like, fuck, they were supposed to work with me, but shit, they were working with somebody else. And at the end of the day, with this show that they put, were, they were trying to paint you as the devil. And for cancer, you could be the devil. For a lot of my cancers, if you know how to handle your energy, you're going to be able to switch with your 1-7, which is a Capricorn, the devil. And I feel like for some of you guys, they might have provoked you, man or woman. And if your person left with, if you're a woman listening to this, Your dude could have took off, but they were looking back at what they did to you, not realizing that, look, they were going straight to hell. With this little bit of money that changed, I'm picking up on some of you guys. They could have took off with your money. They could have wiped you out. This person was so scared to for you to find out. Look, they even left their shoe. Vámonos a la chingada. And you could have been left. Look, you couldn't pay the bills or something, but you called judgment. And this is something in the past. If you're going through this, I'm telling you, for some of you guys, these people could have made you feel like a fool. Like, look at all these people right here. And it could have really hurt you. Hey, look, I'm picking up this. Some of you guys, I mean, these were your family. For some of you guys, this could have been even a family member that took off with your person. Look at this. I don't have a dirty mind. You have a lot of sexual chemistry with this particular person, but it was upside down. Maybe you did at one point. What else does Cancer need to know? For a lot of you guys, you could have been dealing with somebody that was too controlling. You know what they're gonna find out? You know what they're gonna find out? Look, if you left this person and they took off with everything you had, I know you were pissed because the other woman didn't look as good as you. But look, they're looking back because look, whatever they took off with, it's only gonna benefit them for so long. But this is gonna happen when you pull your energy back. You got to pull your energy back. Say, no, vámonos a la chingada. This person could have put you in this energy, look, with a home. And you had a fight. You had a fight. I bet Cancer. What is another blockage? Let me get these right here. You could be, this could have left you with insecurities. I mean, it could have brought out like some of your childhood insecurities. And only because I feel like this person they could have told you they were going to cheat or they were going to fix things. And it's almost like they could have lied on you. You were tolerating abuse. For some of you guys, I'm picking up with this darkness. Guys do black magic too. But there was a lot of manipulation. And look, you could have been dealing here. It's like nobody wanted to help you. And this could bring anxiety. You want to meet somebody new and you're like, fuck, I don't know. But put in a little bit of time for healing. And some of you guys, Cancer, this is you. This is water. There's a person. You're giving mixed signal, man or woman right here. But look at this. Risky to commitment because you're like, man, if they do black magic, maybe some of you guys are learning about the energetic cords and all this stuff, and you could be a little scared. But if your vibration is high, you're meant to love again. And for some of you guys, you're going to attract these people that don't want to commit. And that's going to be something where you have to take control and say, okay, this is not for me. This is not for me. And look, this one, being too guarded. Now, for some of you guys, forgive and let go, because I know some of you guys want love. I mean, let's go. Some of you guys, if you're dealing with I'm getting the black sheep. If you're dealing with where you're isolated, where you feel like you can't come back. It could have you in this confusion, anxiety. It's almost like, look, no one leaves me. I'm picking up for some of you guys, if they excluded you out of the family, it's almost like they picked your partner and you're supposed to be their parent or kid or something. And you're going to be surprised. Look, I don't think you see this coming. For some of you cancers, because of what you went through, some of you guys are not wanting to forgive or even go back to your family. And you're finding this soul tribe, and it's a bunch of different people. This is people that have been through the same thing. For some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys wanted to go to the other side, like you didn't want to live here in this world again. You were like, for what? But in reality, you do matter. This is only going to make you stronger. This is something that it's gonna, you if you align with God, it's almost like you're about to see some major blessings. You're meant to go through this. And then there was a person that was asking me, it was cancer too, but they were more into the end of like going towards August. And she was like, but why did I have to go through this? I go, man, you don't understand. I said, you signed up for this. And she goes, you signed up? I said, shit, I signed up for it, but I was fucking drunk, I think, when I was up there, and I didn't read. I was checking up the things, and and I have to deal with it. So once I was telling her, she went through some similar where she had a miscarriage and all kinds of stuff, and I told her, I said, you know what? That's just how it goes. You're gonna find somebody else. And that person really, was doing those amarres, those love spells. Look. And all it did is stress her out. And yes, guys do love spells. I'm telling you, I didn't know this shit. So some of you guys could fear, and you got a soulmate coming in, but you can fear because of past love, the drama, the situation you guys went through. Let me see, what do you got? Your spirit animal. Y'all don't get it. Some of you guys don't care. Because Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Nada más uno, espérate. Look at this. Now, Cancer, for some of you guys, you could be tapping into your dark side. It's almost like for some of my Cancers, this is good. This is you owning your dark shadow work. This is you, because for some of you guys, you didn't have the freedom. For some of you guys, you were scared to show your dark side. And if you were being a doormat, if you haven't done it yet, you're gonna do it, but you gotta be careful. You don't want to hurt nobody, but you're not gonna put up with nobody's shit. And the way you're gonna handle this is, if you look at this, I'm gonna show you right now. It says walk through life with confidence and grace, which means that whatever childhood wounds you had, once you align yourself and you accept, who you are. Because for some of you guys, you were dark in the past, and I can relate to this. Your old self is somebody different, and you don't want to go to that no more. But if it has to come out, it has to come out. So you're going to be walking different, and you're going to be able to see people's intentions. And before, you could have been a little naive. And this is where Cancer is about to switch up. Look at Cancer. You got this one that's a hunter, and and then this one that's clever. I was going to call you Foxy Lady, and I got another Foxy Lady over here. Look, with the tiger. There's a strength that you're going to get. But this is what I'm hearing for these three cards. Because of the hardship you went through, Cancer, because of the hardships you went through, some of you guys are still in this energy where you don't want nobody to get close to you. And what you're being told is a lot of you guys have kept secrets. And it's affected you where you don't want to, I don't know. For some of you guys, if you give it to God, that's the hardest thing, because You know, you're supposed to be able to stand up for yourself, but there's something that's going to lead you to where you're getting into this energy. And once you get into this playful energy, that means you're able to trust love again. You're going to get into this authentic playfulness. Because some of you guys got played by somebody that was acting like they were playful, but they were after one thing. And whatever that was, you're keeping it a secret. But Cancer, whatever you went through, because for some of you guys, you want revenge. You want revenge. You're like, fuck that. But whatever you went through, if you could shake that off and you could look at it like, hey, this was a lesson. And it could be a tough lesson, like a lesson where you're like, fuck. But this is a lesson that you're going to be able to overcome, and you're going to be able to show other people, because the penguins are community, also the dolphins. So it's almost like you're going to break a chain with your kids or even other people. You're going to help other people. The secrets that people try to sweep under the rug, when it comes to love, the innocence, it's almost like you're gonna trailblaze. This is something que te va a dar un coraje. You're gonna get this anger to where, you know what, I'm gonna turn my pain into money. Look, with abundance. How? You're gonna be able to help other people, and you're gonna make money. You could cancel people, you could help other people. Look, with the bear right here, and then this keeps falling out. There's something about innocence. Some of you guys have the ability. It's like kids come up to you, babies, and for some of you guys, if you weren't able to have, because I just picked up some of you guys, something happened and when you were young, baby, or even older, and it affected to where you couldn't have child due to some kind of, where there was an abuse, and it robbed, or it's robbing you from this happiness and the rebirth, where like God is about to give you something that, if you can't have one, you could be able to adopt. But it's and if it's not there for some of you guys, you think you can't have a baby, but it's gonna come. It's gonna give you. I bet. Let's see with career. Yeah. Some of you guys look with the guardian angel. Call upon it. Some of you guys are like halfway in, halfway out, and you're not trusting, or you want to. For some of you guys, you could be like me. You want to know everything. You want to know everything. I want to know what this new beginning is going to give me, and it's whoever tells you that it doesn't, pues son mentirosos. But you could be like that, and you're needing to trust the universe, because this new beginning, like if you're meant to leave, are they supposed to leave somebody else? Let me see. Look, you're supposed to leave somebody, because in the relationship you're at, it's no good. And plus, look, you already feel them slipping away. And there's this one, look, the new beginning has a new tree with fruits. O sea, you're gonna be okay. Now the devil's gonna play you. You feel like, oh, how am I gonna make it? How am I gonna do it? Well, look, if you put your plan together, this is you manifesting, but still you're gonna be doubting it. You're gonna sit there, doubt it, and that's what the universe does. And for some of you guys, you have somebody that is almost like, fuck, you can't leave the house. So some of you guys end up leaving like this because you're tired of this heartbreak. You want to heal. You want to heal. For some of you guys, it could be even a parental figure. Like, fuck, man, chill out. You could be over the age of 18, and it's almost like they want you to be a slave. Like, you're supposed to take care of the kids. And now that you're not there, guess what? If this is a parental figure, like your father and you're the oldest, it's like you're gone. Or this could be an ex that, okay, you wanted to be chingon, and they can't handle the kids. Now, look, when you get this new beginning, Cancer, for some of you guys, you need to lean on this. It says investments, but this investment, if we look at it in yourself, it's like you need to invest, like healing, doing doing the work. It's gonna bring you success, and it's gonna bring you a new home. For some of you guys, you've been wanting a new home or to move. You've been saving for it, but it is gonna require you to invest. If this is in a craft and business, you need to invest a little bit more time because it is going to bring you results. For some of you guys, you're going to probably, there's something that you're doing from home or that you need to be doing from home. It's going to save you some money. And look, what did I tell you guys? You got the owl here with fertility. This is even with kids. There's something you're going to gain in your love life. Look, vámonos. For some of you guys, yeah. Look, Cancer, for some of you guys, this house right here with the pig right here, y'all are disgusted. You don't want this house because maybe your partner brought somebody else in there and you're done. I just got to tell it how it is. I saw the pig in the house. And for some of you guys, what I also picked up, if that's the case, they want you to be a little bit, don't let your ego get into it, because for some of you guys, instead of getting rid of the house like this, you can lease this house and it, or like an investment, and both of you guys win. Instead of trying to destroy everything, try to look at it that way. Some of you guys are haunted by the memories. You could have had somebody that passed over, a parent or something, during a celebration for some of you guys. For some of you guys, if that was part of your inheritance and you're thinking of just getting rid of it, but they're telling you you're going to have success if you rent this, like use it as an investment. It says use your intellect and analyze your data logic. You got to use your brain. For some of you guys, you could be exhausted. I keep picking up on some of you guys. You're dealing with somebody that's putting a lot of pressure on you, or you're not really thinking for yourself. Look, with the wrong decision and then sweet success and vacation. So if you're aiming for that, don't let nobody distract you. Don't forget about the dual nature of people. See, there's people, there's somebody that's trying to lead you. You know, they could act like they're for you, but they're not. They could be trying to give you gifts. This could be a man that's trying to butter you up. Let me move in, and then it's almost like a gold digger, but in a man. Look, endings. Really look. You got to go within. Look, when it comes to a partnership, I just said that right now. For some of you guys, you know it's a wrap. Don't take my word. Go to God for that. And if you deal with a certain person that you're being told to end this relationship, it could be a partnership. For some of you guys, this is partnership. This person could have promised you, we're going to win together. We're going to be good. But you know what it's going to do? If it hasn't happened, or if you're dealing with it, it's a closed door. The universe is not going to allow you. And I'm telling you, if right now you're suffering, the universe is going to close the door on this person, and you're meant to level up. That's why you're going through all these headaches, because you're meant to shed the person that you are. Cancer, for some of you guys, the universe, God is done with this person. For some of you guys, look, they try to destroy your independence by exhausting you, just having you overthinking, creating bullshit. Affecting your love life. You're not gonna win. And Cancer, for the ones that you're like, man, how am I gonna help people? Look, it says public face. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, it's a surprise. It's a major surprise. I bet for my singles, let me do a All signs, huh? A ver, what do we got? Do we got singles in here? I bet if you're single, what do we got for the cancers that are single? All right. Cancers that are single, look at this. I feel that you already learned your lessons. And Cancer, man or woman, you got your cup ready. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving everything that I learned. I don't need to carry this. I learned it. I'm leaving it. And you're about to enjoy your summer. This is you. You know, you learned your lessons. And here you are right here, right behind it. So the old you, this could be the old you. I'm not going out. You're not even paying your light bill. For some of you guys, look, you could have made a dinner, nobody showed up, or your person didn't show up. So for my singles, I see you going out. You're going to be more prepared. A ver, look at this. Yeah. If with this right here, some of you guys don't want that. That's why, look, you dropping this. You're dropping this. I can't turn it a lie for somebody. You guys were listening to the wrong person. Look, I wouldn't date him, or I told you so. And this could be even a parental figure. Then it could affect you. You could have met him at work. Maybe you work with this particular person. What do they need to know for my singles? Mira. It was upside down. This person could have caused you conflicts, but look, your blessings. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, if you've been through a lot, Cancer, if you've been through a lot, somebody was hurting you and trying to put you in the ground. This is somebody that was taking action on you. But for a lot of you guys, God had you hidden. I bet, let's see. Let's go through. I'm going to use these new cards. I'm a little slow today. Okay, we're going to go from Aries. Aries to... We're going to start at Aries. Okay, let's see. For my Aries, dealing with the Cancer. Okay. If you're dealing with the Aries, Cancer, look at this. It says go. It says, you've got a good head on my shoulders. You can count on me. So you got somebody, but look at this other card that came out. So for some of you guys, it could look like this person's going to be able to work for you, but this fucker could be pretending he wants to get in the cookie jar. Okay, it says right there, not all of them. For some of you guys, it could be you that's pretending like, I don't really like this person, and this person is responsible. And it could be because you're dealing with a little bit of your insecurity. So if it's new, you got to make sure you don't pass up on somebody that's good. Test them. Because some of you guys are sitting there, no, he's too tall, or he's too short. If, maybe they, something like that. So you might ghost this person. For some of you guys, you already did in the past. You left them on unread. All right, for Taurus, Cancer, dealing with the Taurus. Mira, that's a best friend. So it could start off like that. Maybe no sparks. This person could be a little bit immature, okay? And you might think like, this person's not good for me. Man or woman, it could be the other way around. And you could start off as friends, and you might not like this person. Something about his breath but I think both of you guys could be immature. It'll grow on you. All right, Cancer, dealing with Gemini. I miss Pisces, huh? Look, it says connection, it says go, and at the bottom of the deck, it says right here, stop. Wait a minute. Before you go, stop. This could be a person that could tell you they're a little bit spiritual, but this person could be stop and go like, yeah, I want you. No, I don't want you. Espérate. Yes. I may have some alternative motives, but you know what? You guys are going to be fine-tuned to this, where you're going to pick up the picture. And Cancer, for some of you guys, you're going to flip the script. You're not going to take things personal. And it's you that's going to be in control, which that is good. This is you. This is you. Tell them, yeah, you know what? I do want the connection, fucker. But I want to take my time. It's gonna be on my time. So some of you guys are gonna prioritize, getting to the bag. And it's crazy because if this is a Taurus and they're getting after their bag, it's gonna be good and it's gonna be a spiritual connection. Look at this. So that's something you're using your intuition. You're not gonna fall. Okay, I have a crush and let me give him my nalgas and all that. No, no, no. You're gonna slow down. You're gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm more spiritual, and you'll be like, the guy might say, yeah, right. Because the person is interested. But you might find out they like both sides. I don't know. That's what it said it right there. But let's go to Pisces. I think I missed Pisces. I've had Pisces. Cancer's dealing with a Pisces, a fellow water sign. Some of you guys, you're going to meet somebody that looks too alike, or they have a pet that looks like them, and you're like, what? Yes, they could be with somebody else, or they could tell you they're single, but I'm hearing they're not. For some of you guys, not all of you guys. Oh, look, this person could be a unicorn that says, I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person. This person's a player. I'm telling you, unavailable. So some of you guys, that's your test. Not a test where you taste, and then say, no, I don't want it. No, like a test where you don't deal with them. Because for some of you Cancers, you're like, well, I thought it was a test. I didn't like it. You want to test drive it. All right. You're meant to have love, not a hookup. For some of you guys, that's what you're healing from. All right, let's go to Gemini. Gemini wants to be committed with you, Cancer. Now, for some of you guys, if it's a Gemini, you're going to have people that are going to be envious. I heard envious. Look at this. Best friend, player, and bench. Hold on. And slow down. Okay. You know why? Because the person that you left, Cancer, that is a Gemini, or your ex, when you meet this Gemini, you might have told this person, your ex, oh, he's just a friend. Y puro pedo. This was the person you were monkey branching, I heard. And they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed. And if you turn this person down, they're gonna be obsessed. They're gonna be chasing you. And Cancer, I feel you guys. If you do this, you're gonna love the chase. It's almost like, fuck, and you could be a little bit older, I'm hearing, and you're like, fuck, and it makes you feel alive. Yes. Like you didn't even know you had butterflies still in your stomach. You're like, fuck, your cheeks are gonna turn red. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I'm hearing. Make you feel like a child again, I'm hearing. All right, Cancer with Cancer. Some of you guys, this person, look, could be your soulmate. This person, this is like a go. So Cancer, if you meet another Cancer or fellow Cancer, I think you're gonna enjoy this. It says right here, experiment and then soulmate. So for some of you guys, it might start like, you know what? Let me catch this fucker, man or woman. And you're going to say, yeah, message, And I think for a lot of you guys, it's almost like you're going to say, you know what? I want to taste this person. Like for some of you guys, you're going to open up to love and you can say, you know what? What the hell? I'm not going to wear panties tonight. And you go out with the intention. And it's like green. I see, look at all this. Green. I can't go. And you're like, fuck, it was just an experiment. And then he puts it down. For some of you guys don't even make it home. It's in the car. And it's a small ass car. And you're like, fuck. And it happened in the past. It feels like I've been together. Like you're going to feel this connection. This person's going to look into your eyes. This fucker, like you people. If you're the lady, you're pulling his fucking hair. Like, bitch, look at me in the eyes. Do you like me? Do you love me? I don't know. You could be like a little bit abusive, but You just want to make sure he ain't playing with you, you know? Like, bitch, you're going to call me. Let me see your license. Because look, they used to use you. So it's like, you're not going to give up the cookie. But for some of you guys, the toxic side might come out of you or them, and you're going to like it. It's this connection. And it starts out like an experiment. It's almost like I saw this on the Mexican version of, 50 Shades of Grey. The cheating fucking version. I don't know, but it says experiment. So Cancer, have a good time. All right, Cancer with a Leo. That's crazy, right? Yeah, like if it's a convertible for. Anyways, it said swipe for some of you guys. Swipe right, so you might be interested. Maybe you're on dating apps. For some of my Cancers dealing with the Leo, you might see something that is kind of interesting. I heard interesting. Look, for a hookup, but it turns into passion. You're like, fuck, I just want to hook up. I just want to, nobody has to know this, and fuck. And you're pretending not to be abusive. You're over there with a Cancer. Or maybe you need to go check out that. But some of you guys, it's going to start off like a hookup, and it's almost like a secret. This is somebody probably you could know. And it's passion there. I love satisfying all your desires. This person's going to, you're going to be love struck. This is something like, it's going to be interesting, I heard. Yes. This is the kind of person that when you look at your ex, you're going to be like, that fucker was a loser. I got passion. I don't know. I just heard that. I got to say it how I say it. I can't lie. It says perfect match, Cancer and a Leo. And look, laughter. So this person makes you laugh. You could feel unstable. You could have red flags, but fuck it. It's almost like dreaming, but it makes you laugh. So this person, the passion could be good. It says it could be a good catch. So let's go to Virgo. Cancer with Virgo. Control freak. I heard control freak. Okay, so we got crush and losing interest. I do have love here for some of you guys. And we have this one again. It says, I know this is new for you, and I appreciate how open-minded you are. Okay, so this could be a crush, and you could be losing interest. This person could be like freaky. And it could be like, for some of you guys, you're like, I want to try it, but you might be telling this person, yeah, I like to do this, but you're kind of like not really wanting to, because some of you guys, if this person hits it just right, oh my God, you're going to be jealous. You're not going to want to let this person go. Look, jealous. This person, you need to know, like, hey, are we going to be in a commitment? Because you or the other person gets jealous. Either you're going to, for one of you guys, you're going to like it, or they're not going to like it. Either way. But when one of you guys walks away, they're going to be obsessed. And you're going to be like, fuck, I should have stayed with my ex, I heard. Some of you guys could be players. All right, let's go to Libra. Libra. Why do I get Libras wanting to balance the scale? Is that you, Libra? Look. And slow down. For some of you guys, calm it down. Libra, you could be, you want passion. You want to hook up, and like, there could be somebody after your ass that you friend zone, and they're like, come on, Libra. And this could have been a person that nobody knew, and people found out, This person could have been messaging you, maybe pulled up at your house. They could have been immature, and you're like, fuck, we're only, this person that you had hidden, or this is somebody that you're going to run into. It could be your best friends. I'm picking up like a sibling or something. Hopefully it's not her man, or the other way around. Look, moving in, swipe right. I guess somebody's gonna like, look, super like for, I'm telling you, once you get it. So yeah, for that was quick. For some of you guys, is you're gonna meet somebody for Libra. You're gonna meet somebody like that, and you move in. All right, let's go to what is this? Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. Man, look at this. Friends with benefits, Scorpio, and then obsessed, vulnerability. If you're meeting this person for the first time, and you might be saying, like, what are your intentions? And either you tell this person, what are the intentions, because you might see them kind of like, or you could be asking, like, hey, does this person really like me, or does he want to smash, like just only smash? And some of you guys could be like looking at this person like you want you want to play the field. And little do you know, because some of you guys, you feel like, nah, this can't be real. And then when you get into the positions that this person's gonna put you in, you're gonna be like, I'm interested. It's a perfect match. So I'm picking up, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Because at first you might not have sparks. This person could be a little bit shy, quiet. This person could be like he could bring you a rose and he's just like, damn, you're fucking hot. In other words, he doesn't speak too much. If you're a man and this is you with this woman that doesn't speak too much, when you get her in bed, she's gonna fucking tear your hair out and fucking be yelling, this fucking insane chemistry. Look, and you're gonna be committed. You might not be stable, for my fellas. You might be a little lazy, but this woman, you're gonna rock her world. Your ass is gonna be going to work asira. I don't know. I just picked that up. You're gonna be, because you like it. The chemistry is good, but you're not gonna like. She's gonna push you. She's gonna put you in your purpose. I heard. You'll be like, man, you're using me, because she's gonna use you for sex, but it's equal. Perfect match. All right, for Sagittarius, Cancer with the Sagittarius. Cancer with the Sagittarius. Both of you guys will be hiding from each other. It's almost like aloof. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, it's almost like you're determined to get them. Like your guys are a perfect match, but some of you guys are, what do you call it? Like chasing each other, like ghosting. No, you catch me. Like friend zone, something weird. It's maybe you guys don't want people to see you guys together, but yeah, I don't care. The immature, I'm picking up, like, this person could make you feel like when you were younger. This could be age difference or different race. Like, it could be same sex too. Look, it said like that. And it could be like hookups, because I did say, like, or maybe you find out this person does that. I don't know, but it's gonna be Cancer for some of you guys with this Sagittarius. Be careful, because they might want a family and they might laugh with you, but they might be adventurous too. Capricorn, that's some crazy ass shit. No, that ain't me. That's y'all. Okay, Capricorn, what's up with this loser? You're losing interest. This could be a best friend. You could have been, you're my friend and all that. Y hay monos a la chingada, sale otra vez. Ay, ay, ay. And you're like, I want to hook up. This could be somebody that goes both ways. I don't know. They could be catfishing you. But you being a Capricorn, you're going to be like, or Cancer, you're going to be like, wait a minute. I don't know. Not for all of you, but some of you guys, you'll know, because for something with this cheating. And this says loser. All right, Capricorn, give us another. What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, if they ghost you, they're toxic. You're going to balance the scales for some way or another. Look, it has to do with children. This could be somebody that you have children with. They're toxic, okay? So they ghosted you, fine, good. But for some of you guys, I feel that you guys are gonna fall back. They're gonna try to do, I don't know. I heard black magic to get you back. If you have kids with this particular person, be careful. They want you back. But what do we have? Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius is gonna get out of their comfort zone. Okay, let's see. Aquarius, you could be meeting somebody that's unstable. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a mess. They're going to be unavailable. Look, but they're going to tell you, I'm committed. And they're going to laugh when they tell you, like, yeah, just let's start off with friends with benefit. And you might be a little bit vulnerable, Cancer, and a little bit obsessed. This person could tell you, yeah, let's move in together or something like that. It could bring you like this dreamy, paint you a whole scenery like Capricorn. Yeah, we could have kids and move in. But I feel like this person's just gonna hit it and quit it. They're gonna tell you they're gonna commit to being friends with benefits. That's what I heard. Look, situationship. ¿Verdad? So that's what I got for you guys for Cancer. The month of July. Look, the secrets are gonna be coming out. Cancer, if you were wanting to know secrets about your person, they're gonna come out. Some of you guys, you might laugh about it. You might have known already. Look, for some of you guys, you might find out. Who knows? But that's what I got for you guys. So keep pushing forward. And for the ones that are getting out of a relationship and that have been stuck and, I don't know if I should go out. I see a lot of you guys healing, like you're going to heal. And this healing process, not only are you going to get your confidence, a lot of you guys mentally, your body's going to change. You're going to align with God, or however your spirituality, you're going to change. Look, it says transformation. You're going to change the way you eat, the way you think. You being away from a particular person is your energy. Call it back. You're going to just transform, and you're not going to do a lot of work, because it's part of your new beginning. You've been through a lot. A person that put you through hell, you're going to, you be unhealthy, and you're being asked to trust this starting over, this new beginning. And even if it takes you another year, Cancer, I promise you, be confident when it comes to this transformation. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. This is something where you're going to go in within yourself, and it's going to open you up to new gifts that I don't think you've ever known. You kind of knew, like your intuition, but it's going to require you letting go. Like you have to really let go and look at things from a higher perspective, like not violent or nothing. And if somebody, screwed you over in the past, you have to understand it's just part of life. You just let go, charge it to the game and just allow karma to handle up. Because for some of you guys, you could have went through heavy spell work. And I'm hearing there's no right or wrong with this 7-7 portal right here, man. If you could let it go, like really let it go and say, you know what, this process, this was part of my new beginning, and let God handle the rest and focus on your transformation, I guarantee you'll come into alignment and the stability will come. This is prosperity. And like, it's almost like you're going to have things come to you easily and effortlessly. For some of you guys, you're going to have people from your past that are going to want to come back. I feel like they're having a hard time coming back to you, because it's almost like they don't want to hear, I told you so. But look, put yourself in this energy, self-love, knowing who you are, knowing your chart, your energy, your purpose. Some of you guys, because some of you guys want your old marriage, some of you guys don't. You're going straight forward, vámonos. And that's going to hurt some people, because for some of you guys, you're even going to leave your whole family. We saw it over here, I've had this one here. And look, for this one, I didn't show you guys this one. Look, a lot of you guys are brujas. Number 48 right here. Look, magic. Shape reality. For some of you guys, you have, you're not afraid of the underworld. You have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. Look into that. Let me give you this last fuck it message. What is the fuck it message? That's a lot. What do they need to know? What does Cancer need to know? This one, it says right here. Are you core values similar? Ask the hard fucking questions and seek out the answers. So if you're meeting somebody, you know, you want to tell them, hey, if you cheat on me once, I can cut your huevos off. I mean, you gotta, when it comes to a relationship, that's what it's talking about. It says this relationship will take some fucking effort. Love is a verb, not a noun, but don't forget self-care. So this is, I can't tell you anymore. Look, slow the fuck down and take your time. For some of you guys, you're not gonna rush into, I'm picking up on Cancers. You're like, you know what? Before I rushed and I got into a relationship, I don't even know how and when and how it happened. It just, you know, years later, I have all these kids and it's almost like you got free time and you're going to be like, to get remarried? No, a lot of you guys are going to date with purpose. You're going to be in this energy, the Empress. I just cut it right now. This is you standing in power. I'm telling you, with the influence, it says influence. For some of you guys with the Empress, you're looking back at everything, how somebody did you dirty. It was not even a new beginning. If you had somebody that you were going to start a beginning, even that failed. So you had to go into hermit mode. These cards ain't lying. Look. And there was people that was taken from you, like in your face, as you walked away. But look, you're looking back. That's the good thing. And you, when you look, you let it go. And you're like, fuck, if all this didn't happen, Cancer, you wouldn't be sitting on this chair. This is you looking sexy, all fine. Look, weed right there is, everything comes to you. Creativity is going to be on 100. It's like, I'm not getting up for nothing. You just need the guys in the back, you know, with the little palm trees and the grapes. If you're a male, you know, switch it around. But that's what I got for you. Thank you guys for watching, for your support. I'm going to do Pisces in a minute. Thank you guys.